You are a digital first native. You are part of the digital generation. Respond first to the point about the government wanting to be the big censor, wanting to influence public opinion and control the right of free speech. The point that was just made. Respond to that, please.
Well, Siddharth, the data protection law, whether it was the earlier version or whether it is the one that is in the works now, tries to harmoniously balance four important principles. One, and the paramount one being the right to privacy of the data principal, which the Supreme Court in the Puttaswamy judgment, which arose, just to remind you, in the context of the UPA trying to curb citizens' fundamental rights, that was the way the judgment, originally came, tries to keep that right, the citizens' right to privacy, as paramount. Also, make sure that it is harmoniously balanced with the interest of the security of the country in exceptional circumstances where the rights of a society, rights of a collective will have to be given more importance than the right of an individual. The third important aspect that it also tries to address is to allow for space for innovation so that the new startups that are coming today are not burdened with regulatory compliance burdens. The fifth point being that the data protection law tries to make the principles India-centric and not, say, GDPR-centric or Australia or Singapore-centric. So these are the four primary principles around which the data protection law is being framed. And the opposition today may be trying to cry hoarse that the government is trying to act all big daddy, etc. But I would only say that they must, at this juncture at least, wait for the bill, the final draft of the bill to be presented in the parliament. Because most of the suggestions which were made, including the ones that were made in the Joint Parliamentary Committee, which I was a part of.
Yes.
More than 2,000 representations and suggestions were made across the board by all stakeholders. Most of them have been positively considered. And the government has taken all of these concerns into account. And the draft bill that will be presented to Parliament, we are confident, will, to summarize again, give primacy to the individual, his right to privacy, allow for space for new startups and think tanks and data fiduciaries to process data lawfully, have an effective data protection board to enforce the rights that are enumerated.
Right.
Specifically give out the rights and duties of the data principal and the data fiduciary, and also harmoniously balance all of these rights along with the very necessary interests of the national security of the nation.